Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. This is how I achieve my ultimate signature go-to makeup look. I call it my soft day glam, and I also tell you guys how to create your own signature looks using your birth chart, because your astrological chart has different areas that you can tap into, and doing your makeup is something that you can use to channel different signs in yourself. So this makeup look is highly influenced by my rising sign. However, I do use other aspects of my chart, and you can use different parts of your chart to create different makeup looks. So for my go-to, I kind of use a combination of everything, but my main sign is my rising. However, if you wanted to create different signature looks for different parts of your life, then you can definitely do that using your birth chart. Or if you want to recreate how I do my makeup, then you can just follow along this video. I show you exactly how I do my makeup, and this isn't all just spiritual and deep, this is a makeup tutorial. So if you want to achieve a similar makeup look to me, then this will definitely be your video. However, I do definitely tell you how to tailor it and personalize it to your own needs, and astrology is the best way to do that. So I hope you enjoy watching this video, and during or after this video definitely find out what your own personal signature look is using chat, because you will create the most perfect look for yourself and you will love it. So I have completely prepped my skin doing my skincare routine. I'll definitely film a separate video on how I do my skincare, but I purposely left out of this video, so this is just my makeup, and I am going in with the NARS, or what even is the name of this? I've been using this for years. The All Day Radiant. I'm gonna have to find the name. Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I am in the shade Valencia with also some Aruba, and I mix it. My summer shade is usually Aruba, and then when I'm on holiday I actually have some foundation darkening drops and I just put them in, and I literally just apply this to my hand. 1, 2, 3, that's like 4. And I'm going to go in with my other shade because I am mixing shades. Being mixed race, your skin tone and your undertones and your actual skin colour changes all throughout the year, and it is just impossible to keep up with unless you have 2 different foundation shades, and then if you're like me you get like darkening drops. And I refuse to buy lightening drops because when I get too pale I just fake tan. So at the moment I'm actually fake tanning my face, but I only fake tan my face. I don't even do my neck. It's weird, like my actual face colour will go pale, but then my neck and every other part of my body is fine. So I literally just do my face and then I blend it in with my fingers. My number one tip for achieving just an amazing, ultimate, perfect base is time. I could spend 10 minutes on my base, 20 minutes on my base, and it will look okay. But if I actually take my time and I'm relaxed and I'm happy, that is when my makeup looks the best. And with this foundation, I'll literally just put enough on so that I can't see my actual skin underneath it, but I don't want it to the point where it looks like I've got too much on. You have to get that perfect amount. I've got no idea how many pumps I just used, but that is my foundation on. I then go in with my contour stick, and I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick. I would love to try the Makeup by Mary one, but to be fair, I don't actually know why I've not picked it up. I think because I'm happy with this NARS one, with this NYX one, I don't feel the urgency to change it. So that is how much I put on. I've seen other people use cream contour and they don't put as much on, but for me, contour is literally the main part of my base. I like to look completely sculpted, and my face is naturally sculpted, and even when I've not got makeup on, it kind of looks like I've got contour on my cheekbones anyway. So what I love about my contour is that when I apply it, it just really enhances my natural features, and that for me is why I wear makeup, to enhance my natural features and just like make everything look better. So my skin, for example, I want it to look even smoother, even clearer, my cheekbones even more defined, my lashes bigger, my eyebrows more defined, every sort of part of my face, I just want it to look better, I guess. I'm now going to put on my NARS Creamy Concealer. Mine is in the shade Cafe Con Leche, which means coffee with milk. And I just apply it under my eyes. I don't take it down too low. I used to do big triangles like this and really colour in all of this, but now I just really keep it just strictly under my eye. Another tip I have for doing makeup is using your astrology charts to figure out what suits you best. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you understand your birth chart, and I'm pretty sure it's just your birth chart you need to know. If you put your birth chart into ChatGPT and then ask it what colours suit you best, what makeup looks suit you best, what hairstyles. I also like to just let my I like to let my concealer and my contour sit on my face for a bit. So this is a good time to just like make a drink, take a sip of water. You can go straight in with it, but when I'm taking my time, I like to just let it sit for no longer than probably around 2 minutes. But I'm just going to show you what I put into chat so it could tell me what suited me best. But doing your birth chart analysis on your face and your makeup and your hair and just like everything really helps. Your makeup style may lean towards a classic and polished look with an emphasis on clean lines and elegant colours. Recommendations, it said brands like NARS for foundation. It said for eyes, go for taupe, beige, soft brown. And when I was reading all of this, I was like, this is literally what I do and what I use. But this is why my makeup suits me so much. Some people, their makeup doesn't suit them, and it's literally just because they're not doing it in the way that they should be, because everybody's face and everybody is so different. It shouldn't be one size fits all, and I get that there's only so many products on the market, but it's really not solely about the products you're using, it's about how you're using it and where you're applying it. So yeah, it said my eyes need to be enhanced with a winged eyeliner, which I literally do every time I do a brown wing liner, and then it told me about some recommendations for that. For lips, it said go for nude or a soft pink, and then it said my Sagittarius, Sun, Venus and Mars, because that's all in Sagittarius, needs to be adventurous and bold. So recommendations was to go for brights. Brights do suit me, but my classics is my nudes. And then Pisces moon, makeup traits, soft romantic, and it literally just told me what makeup looks would suit me best depending on what part of me I want to enhance. If I want to enhance my Jupiter and Libra, then I go for this. If I want to enhance my Pisces moon, I go for that. And I did the same for my hair, I did the same for my fragrance, my nails, fashion brands, silhouettes, colour palettes. I went to town and I did everything. And it was so fun because I knew all of this about myself anyway, because I'm so in tune with myself, but some people aren't, so it would really help to do that if you wanted to learn about yourself and what would suit you so much more. And that is how to find and channel into your own personal signature makeup look. And then you can literally just create looks. So if you want to go for an everyday and channel into a certain part of you that you want to tap into every day, then you create a look for that. And then at times where you want to channel into your moon sign or your other signs, you can create looks for that, and then you can choose to wear those looks for certain things. Like if some days, so you might want to go into your rising for the daytime and then your moon sign for the evening, or if you want to tap into your feminine side or your masculine side depending on your career or the type of day you've got, then you can really tailor your makeup to that, and your hair and your outfit and everything else, even your water. But I won't even go into that. So that is just how to be the most high vibrational version of yourself using your makeup, because everything I do is spiritual, and the more you guys get to know me, the more you understand that everything I do is so deep, and I do everything with so much intention and purpose. So even down to my own makeup, I am doing it to suit me best, but I'm doing it with a spiritual intention, because this is my astrological chart. So I've just blended in my forehead and my jaw, but I've not blended it fully because I'm going to go over with the beauty blender after. Now I'm going to do my nose contour, and I'll just take a brush like this. By the way, all of my brushes are Real Techniques or Doll Beauty. And my nose has a natural line straight down, which I can already see when I've not got my makeup on, so I just enhance the line. And I go straight down and then I go out. And then I go over with the beauty blender over the top of my concealer and I blend that out. And then I sort of go into the contour areas and sort of dab on top, so it just all blends in. And then I might go over again after with the brush again, just to make sure the line is fully straight, because you can really change the shape of your nose doing contour, so it's so important to make sure that you're doing it in the right way. And then I go into my forehead, so I'm using this part of my beauty blender and I'm blending out the concealer, focusing on this T-zone area, and then I'm taking this side of the beauty blender to then, you see the line? I'm going to go over that line and it's going to all blend. Perfect. And then with my jaw contour, I will take the full side of the beauty blender and blend it in. And I'll go up to my ear as well. Okay, that is all the blending I do at this stage for my base. I am now going to move on to my eyes. So I'm just going back in with my beauty blender. I've not applied any product to it. It's just got what was on here from my base, and I'm just patting it onto my eyes. I actually don't use eye primer for this look, and you don't want to go too heavy on it, which is why I don't apply any more product. I literally just use what is on the beauty blender, because you can just get creasing, and when you then apply actual product like eyeshadow to your eyes, it will end up just being way too much. So that is all I do. And now I am going to use my Makeup by Mario palette. I got this in my advent calendar. It's called the Glam Quads Rosy Glam eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going in with a brush. This is so pigmented. It is the most pigmented palette, and I think it's just the most pigmented product I have ever used. So after I've tapped it onto my brush, I'm tapping it onto my hand. That was literally barely any, and it's already showing up so much. And I'll just apply it to the top of my lid, out to the outer corner where the line of my concealer is. And I don't go right up to my eyebrow, I leave a gap, so it kind of looks like I've applied highlighter even though I don't. And this is how I contour my eyes, and I will make sure it blends down into my nose contour too. Okay, that is the first part of my eyeshadow done. That shade was actually called, does it even have a shade? RG4. Now I do the base of my eyeshadow. So most people would do this first, but for some reason I like to do it after I've just done that eyeshadow. And I go in with a flatter brush. This is from the Tarte palette. It's called the Leave Your Mark Volume 2, and I also got this in my advent 2 years ago now. And I use the shade Grace. It's just the perfect bone. It looks like it should be called Bone. And I tap this on to the base of my eyes, going from the inner corner pretty much to the outer corner, but not right to the end. I kind of stop here, and I love it when you apply an eyeshadow and first of all it stays where you apply it to, and second of all, you can see it as soon as you put it on. Pigment is so important in eyeshadow. Okay, once that is done and all even, I will then do the outer corner. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I have had this for so long and I am still using the same shade. It's called Mousse. I will just apply this to the outside of my lid, and this is because I like to create a cat eye effect, and I also like a bit of an ombre nude eye just to match the rest of my makeup. Okay, once I'm happy with that, I will go and do the other side. Now I will go on to do my eyebrows. So I don't do my eyeliner just yet. I don't know why, this is just the order I like to do it in, and this is what feels right to me. I just use a sleek eyebrow palette, and I just use a normal angled brush. I've already brushed through my eyebrows using a spoolie. I try not to touch the front of my eyebrows too much, and I just start in the middle and then I follow my natural shape out. I also do my own eyebrows because I'm so particular in the shape. I just feel like nobody knows your face and your body and just like everything about you more than yourself. So unless you've got someone that you really trust and that you feel like they know you very well, then you're just better off doing it yourself. I don't like to use too much product. Okay, that's the first eyebrow, so you can see the difference. I didn't do too much, but it does make a difference. They're just so much more defined. I always find one eyebrow so much easier than the other. I remember my eyebrows used to take me half an hour. I've got no idea why, but they used to stress me out so much. And it was in like 2016 when eyebrows were such a trendy, important part of the makeup look, and I don't even think I would carve them out. I would just take so long doing them, but they did always look unreal. I also never understand why people always say, okay, so I've just done my eyebrows off camera. Like, what is that about? Do people just feel pressure of doing eyebrows? Sometimes to make sure the ends look sharp, I will use my concealer brush. Okay, that is what I'm doing to my eyebrows currently. Now that it's done, I do use gel, but not yet. I actually go back onto my contour. So my makeup, this is just the order I like to do it. Blending out my contour, I use an upwards method, and I like it to be kind of like an ombre, so a sharp line, and then it sort of ombres out as you go up into my concealer. And I'll only do this much with the brush, so I sort of leave it like that and then do the other side. And now I move on to my concealer. I do not leave my contour looking like this, but this is the right order. So with my concealer, I take my flat brush and I just tap it out, and I might go down my nose a bit, and then I will not bring it any further down than here. And I feel like it never really needs blending too much. So that's all I do with the brush. Then I go back in with my beauty blender. So what I do is I use the bottom part of the beauty blender to blend in my contour, and then I'll take the longer side to blend the section between my concealer and my contour to make sure that it's just perfectly blended. And then I'll go in again, and I just repeat these steps until it's fully blended. Okay, now that it's done, I will actually use my eyeshadow brush that I use to sort of contour, and I'll just sort of soften out the line because I find that it looks quite sharp after I've done the blending. Moving on to blush, I use the Kylie Cosmetics blush. I do switch up my blushes. This is my go-to, but then for my summer makeup look, I actually use a bit of a darker shade. And I will apply this to the top of my cheekbones, and I just sort of tap it out. I don't like to go into the apples of my cheeks because that is way too low down, and I like to look sculpted, and it also blends really nicely into my concealer. So now that this part of my blush is done, I will set my base. And then I go back in and apply more blush. I use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is the only setting powder that I will ever use until I come across a better one. And I use my same beauty blender that I actually use for everything else. And I will tap it into my hand before I apply it to my face. And I won't go right under my eye because it will cause too much creasing, and it will also dry out too much because I apply some more afterwards using a brush. And I just go all around my cheekbones. I take it down my cheek, around my nose, over the top of my lip. I do my chin, and I also do my forehead. So as you can see, underneath my eye is still looking super bright and shiny. That is what you want, because now we're going to go in with a smaller brush, and you literally just want to take your translucent powder to the top of your hand and then take your blush and tap it, and then mix together the perfect under eye shade. And then I apply this under my eye and I blend out my blush. And then once I feel like I've got enough powder, I will just add some more blush just to create a perfect pink ombre under my eye. Okay, once I'm happy with my under eye, I will now do my eyeliner. And I think I do my eyeliner now because when I was doing it before, the blush was sort of mixing with the eyeliner and it wasn't creating a clean line, so that's why I saved it to do it now. And to do my eyeliner, I use the same colour as my, well, I use the exact same product as my eyebrows to make sure every single colour on my face completely matches. And I just follow the line. And I literally just do the outer corner. And I don't even blend it, like, it sort of just naturally blends because I use more product on the outside. So as I bring it in, less product applies to the inside. I feel so much more myself when I apply my eyeliner, it's crazy. Now I'm going to set my base using the Urban Decay All Nighter. Setting sprays are wet, fixing sprays are aerosol. I use this at the end, but I use this now just to set my makeup. That probably sounded like a lot, but not much was coming out. I never actually fully press it down properly because I kind of get a bit scared. And then I'll actually dab in the setting spray. Whereas when I do the fixing spray, I don't dab that, but I do dab this. So now I brush out my eyebrows and I will fix them in place. I just use the NYX Brow Glue and I really like this. However, I am definitely on the search for some new eyebrow products. And I just brush them up and across because I feel like when you brush them straight up, you know, like those glue brows, those soap brows, they're a little bit harsh for me. So the mascara I use is the Kai Lash Mascara. I used to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I think I prefer this. And I will just apply lots of product to the outside of my lashes because I like a cat eye effect. And then I'll just brush it out. I don't put too much on the inside of my lashes. And I definitely don't go right to the inner corner. I actually think I'd like to start wearing lashes for when I want a bit more of a glam look, mostly for the evenings. I never actually realised how much of a difference mascara makes. Wait, I think for my left eye I actually use my left hand. I wonder if anyone else does that, or is that just a me thing? I'm not even left-handed, I'm right-handed. I always get mascara on the top. And you are better off waiting for it to dry, but I'm just a bit too impatient for that. And I also make sure that there's no mascara on my bottom lashes whatsoever. If I do an evening look, then I will put some brown eyeliner underneath my eyes, but this is what I do for the day. So that's literally everything done other than my lips. And my lip product really, really brings my makeup together. My makeup does not look finished, well obviously not, but my makeup just doesn't even look good, I feel like, until I do my lips. And then once my lips are done, I feel like every other part of my makeup looks way better. I don't know why. And I actually use the shade Truffled from the Semi Sweet Eyeshadow palette using a small flat brush. And that is what I line my lips with. Because this shade is so perfect for me, and I've literally not found a better shade. I am actually looking to get some Skin by Kim lip products, but it's such a risk for me because you can't go into the store and swatch them. Wait, I swear nobody can do that. Do they even have, is it even sold in stores anywhere? Now I use my Huda Gold Digger, yeah, cream lipstick, and I go on the outsides, literally the 4 outer corners, and that's it. So this isn't a lipstick that I would take out with me to do touch-ups. A new addition to my lip combo is my Glam. I am obsessed. And it is such a nice pinky nude, and I apply it between the brown. I basically put it on the part of my lip that's still showing where I've not applied any brown, and then I take some concealer, and this is where I kind of wish that I found a lipstick that was like the perfect colour to use as a lighter shade. Preferably I would like a pink lighter shade, and I did see one on Skin by Kim. I just dab with my finger, and it just really makes it look like way more blended out and way more of an ombre, because it's brown and then it's pink and then it's light. And then I actually just add a tiny bit of my blush that I used on my cheek, just to bring together my cheeks and my lips. And then I go in with gloss. I use the Fenty Beauty Sweet Mouth, and I just go all over. And then usually at this point I will just double check everything on my base, even though it's already set, and I will most likely add some more blush to really bring out the pink. Not too much, because I don't like too much blush at all. And then I go on my nose and onto my forehead just a tiny bit, just for warmth, not to make it look pink, literally just for warmth. And then I will just add some highlighter. It's important to do this after you've set your makeup. If you put highlighter on and then set your makeup, it would literally just go matte. So I do this at the very end, and I just apply it with my finger. And then for some reason you can kind of see my exact fingerprints. So once I've done this, I do go over with my beauty blender. And I just love that this adds just a tiny little glow. And this was Charlotte's Tilbury, by the way, Pillow Talk. I would actually really like to get the gold one, and I cannot wait to create a summer look using it, but for now that is what I use, and it's just a little bit pinky. I'll just go over ever so slightly with my beauty blender so it's not too harsh. And now the very last step, fixing spray. This is going to keep your makeup in place all day and keep it matte and keep it smooth, and it even sort of just puts a filter on your face. I think that's a mattifying effect. I love this so much, and that is what I do, and I literally don't touch my face then. So that is my full makeup look, and that pretty much won't change. It's not changed for a really long time. I would definitely like to find some more lip products that I can take out with me, because when I need to touch up my lips, I don't take out my eyeshadow palette, I don't take out the concealer, I literally just take out my one lipstick and my gloss. And I could definitely do with some more lip products just so that I can take it out with me. And I was a bit more, what's the word? Transportable. Portable? Okay, I've just done my edges and put my earrings in. So this is what I call my soft day glam. Anytime I want to dress up for the day, this is my go-to look. And by dress up, I don't even mean go super dressy. I just mean this is how I'll look if I'm having a day in the city, if I'm going to fashion school, if I'm filming a video, doing other types of content, then this is how I look. This is like my go-to Freya look. I will definitely film a video showing how I do my makeup in summer, because I really do like my summer makeup too. I've not actually perfected that, which is why I've never really filmed how I do my makeup, but when I'm on holiday this year, I will probably film that to show you how I do my summer makeup. But this is my signature soft day glam. Definitely go and find your own signature looks after this video using your birth chart, and you are just going to have so much fun figuring out what suits you best and figuring out what parts of you that you want to channel into. But that is everything from me. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video.